So what specifically is user-centered design? So there are three principles that we want to focus when we say user-centered design. Number one, early focus on users and tasks. This means first understand who the users will be by directly studying their cognitive, behavioral, anthropomorphic, and attitudinal characteristics. So meaning you need to be aware of the user's example cognitive, such as how they look and feel, their behavior to the developed system, the humanistic part of the human being, which is the anthropomorphic part, and the attitudes in the attitudes during the use of technology. This requires observing users during their normal tasks, studying the nature of those tasks, and then involving users in the design process. So meaning you have a close interaction with the user, early focus on the user. So that means during the early start of the design process, you already know or study the user. Another is the empirical measurement. That's still early in the development. The reactions and performance of intended users to printed scenarios, manuals, and so forth are observed and measured. Later, users interact with simulations and prototypes, and their performance and reaction are observed, recorded, and analyzed. So that means you will empirically measure. That means in the actual, based on your actual observation to the users, you, even if it's still a simulation or still a scenario based examples of what you're going to design, you already measure how the user reacts to the design and address appropriately what the awkwardness or what newness they are or confusion that they've experienced. And the last is iterative design. This is very obvious in the majority of the software that we are developing, and it's also important and also the same or similar to that during designs, you need to have some iterations. Especially if you've encountered problems during testing, and somehow fix and test again based in and observe what would be the reaction of the user. And this means that design and development are iterative with cycles of design, test, measure, redesign, being repeated as often as necessary. And what would be the question here is when to stop changing the design. As usual, we have to balance the functionality and the perspective of the user. Another is mm, we have also to check on the cost associated in the design so that we can limit the number of iterations and sacrifice some of the features as the practical aspects of our design.